the Bible. No one knows what the Bible is talking about. No one knows basic definitions of words. Reading comprehension is not in the Christian church. You understand? It said what? And ye shall be holy. Shall be what? Holy. Go ahead. Unto me. Unto who? Me. Unto who? Me. Unto who? Me. We are supposed to be holy unto the Lord. And the Lord is about to explain what it means to be holy to him. Let's find out what holy means according to the Bible. For I, the Lord, am holy. And what? For I, the Lord, am holy. Because the Lord is holy too. The Lord is holy. The God of the Bible is holy. The God of Israel is holy. He said what? For I, the Lord, am holy. And have severed what? And has severed what? And has severed. And the Lord severed. Does anybody know what it means to sever? Does anybody know? By definition, sever means to divide. Sever means to cut in half. Sever means to be set apart. You're taking something apart. It said what? And have severed you from other people. From what? And have severed you from other people. Like the Lord said, he separated us from other people. He divided us from other people. That's why it's so important, you understand, to understand the fundamentals and the foundation of being separate and divided in the Bible, man. If you are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, it's important to divide yourself. It's important to separate yourself from America's society and totally. It destroys Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans when you join that army. You're wondering why there's no black men being able to protect you in the black community? You wonder why there's not enough strong Black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican soldiers running the neighborhoods, protecting the ghettos, you understand? Protecting D.C. You know why? They joined the Navy. They joined the Marines. You're wondering why there's no mothers taking care of their kids, and there's no mothers, and there's no women in the black community the way there are, and there's no soft women anymore? It's because they joined the Navy. It's because they joined the Air Force. They joined the Marine Corps. You understand? A woman was never supposed to be militant. A woman was never supposed to take an oath and join a military, man. Like, what's wrong with Black, Hispanic, and Native American women now joining a military? That was never supposed to happen, man. But no thanks to Martin Luther King, no thanks to Black religious leaders, no thanks to our oppressor, Black, Hispanic, and Native American women believe that they can become a soldier, that they can become a Marine, that they can become an airman, that they can become a soldier and some militant fighter or some parachute jumper. That's because we did not separate ourselves from America. Start from the top for me, soldier. It said what? And ye shall be holy. Shall be what? Holy. Shall be what? Holy. If you are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, if you are a black woman, if you are a Mexican woman, this is for you. It said what? And ye shall be holy. You are to be separate. Don't be that Marine. Don't be that airman. Don't be that sailor. Don't be militant. Don't be that soldier. You were never supposed to join America's military. You were never supposed to be on the front lines. That's why the Lord gave you breasts. That's why the Lord gave you hips. That's why the Lord made you be able to carry a baby. Because you were supposed to stay inside the goddamn home. You were supposed to stay in the house. You weren't supposed to be a soldier. You weren't supposed to be some military fighter. You were not built that way. That's why you bleed every month. That's why you may bleed twice a month. You were never supposed to be a soldier for America's military or any military whatsoever. It said what? And ye shall be holy unto me. Go ahead. For I, the Lord, am holy. Because the Lord is absolutely holy. The Lord wants us to be separate. The Lord wants us to be divided. You understand? Give me Jeremiah, Baba Kusha. Give me Jeremiah chapter 14, huh? Go ahead, give me Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2, man. Like, we need to understand something. Black religious leaders failed us. These Christian religious leaders failed Black, Hispanic, and Native American men and women, man. Our daughters are dying overseas for no reason at all. You understand? Our sons are overseas dying for no reason at all. That is not our war. That is not our fight, man. Out the coast of Yemen, out in the Gulf, out in the Mediterranean, that is not your fight, black man. That is not your fight, black woman. That is not your fight at all. And thank you, brother. And we need to get out of America's military.
That's right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah, mourning.
What?
Judah, mourning.
It's talking about Judah mourning. This is talking about the nation of Israel, man. This is talking about blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. Judah mourning. Why is Judah mourning? Why is black, Hispanic, and Native American men and women mourning? Because we're suffering. We're going through so much pain. We're going through all the poverty. We're going through all the stress. We're going through all the suicide. We're going through all the battles. We're going through all the fights. And there's no one fighting for us. There's no one fighting for the conditions of black, Hispanic, and Native American women, man. No one is fighting for black, Hispanic, and Native American men or women but the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. Under Commander General Yahanna. It said what?
Judah, mourning.
Because we hear the mourns. We don't ignore the mourning of our brothers and sisters. We don't ignore the pain. We don't ignore the suffering like America does to black, Hispanic, and Native American men and women. We don't ignore it. We hear the mourning. We hear the suffering. We see the pain. And we live it every single day. And no one cares. Everyone bats an eye. But not the I.S.U.P.K. Not under Commander General Yahanna. We see the suffering. We see the pain. We see the mourning. The Lord says what?
Judah, mourning. And the gates thereof languish.
The gates are destroyed, man. Language meaning broken down and destroyed. And a gate is something to protect us, man. There's no protection in the black, Hispanic, and Native American community the way it's supposed to be, man. There's no protection in our communities. There's no protection in our homes the way the Lord wanted it to be, man. America took that protection by using Martin Luther King. America took that protection by using Martin Luther King, MLK, and pushing integration, man. And said what?
And the gates thereof languish.
If it wasn't for Martin Luther King, man, if it wasn't for Michael King, if it wasn't for Orgy Mike, our gates wouldn't be languished. We are supposed to have leadership. Every nation and race of people on this earth has a leader. They have leaders. They have a government fighting for them. The Chinese has a government fighting for them. The Asians have a government fighting for them. The Africans have a government fighting for them. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, there's no government fighting for us. There's no military fighting for us. Because we think that we're American, and we think because we pledge our allegiance to the flag, we took an oath, we obey the Constitution, we think America's military fights for us. We believe America's Navy fights for us. We believe America's Marine Corps and Army and Air Force fights for us, but they don't. They fight for white America.
That's right.
They fight for those politicians up there. They fight for the Jewish man.
Right.
They fight for people like Donald Trump. They fight for your Bill Gates. They fight for your Mike Pences. You understand? They fight for your Joe Bidens and your Hillary Clintons. That's who they fight for. But they don't fight for niggas like you. That niggas like us. They don't fight like that. With that, say SHALAM.
And what he's saying is super heavy, man. Like these veterans always talk about, you know, we fight for your right to live in America and live free. Well, I want to know, where's the veterans that coming out and saying, I lost my leg so Kyrie Irving has freedom of speech?
That's right.
Where are the veterans that come out and say, I went and fought in Afghanistan so Kyrie Irving has the freedom of religion?
Right.
Where's the veterans that come out and said, I gave my life, I lost my body so Kyrie Irving could say what the hell he want to?
Right.
You ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You're in the wrong military, brother. You're in the wrong military. You're in the wrong place. Come fight for an eternal kingdom. Come fight for a black God and a black king and black people. Come fight for people who will honor you in the streets, man. The Bible says God is a man of war. You go read how God honored David, who was a captain in his military. How he honored Joab. How he honored Abner. The Lord honors people, man. Look how he honored Joshua, man, and Caleb. You're reading about them today. Men fought for black people. What the hell you doing under the red, white, and blue getting deployed in some damn country you can't even speak the language, can't eat the food? Them Vietnamese woman was calling you monkeys because of your long tail. We know what a tail is, though. We know what that is. They don't respect us, man. Get out this man's military. Come fight for your kingdom. The 12 tribes of Israel. Commander General Yahanna will honor you.
That's right.
He will honor you. He'll house you. He'll feed you. He'll pay your bills. How do I know? Because he's doing it for me right now. He's doing it for me right now. You come and be a veteran in the Lord's army, man. You'll receive way more honor.
Give that priest and captain a hand, man. Start where you left off, man. Give that priest and captain a hand. That was real powerful, man. We have to realize that America's not fighting for blacks and Latinos and Native Americans. They're not fighting for the Mexicans. America's National Guard, actually, you know what? Where was America's National Guard for the Mexicans that served in America's military? Mind you, they were being deported on the border. Where was the National Guard for the Mexican veterans on the border? I'll tell you where they were. Nowhere to be found. But America's forces on top of horses, beating the Mexicans to death, beating the Haitians to death. You understand? That's where's the protection then? I'll tell you where we were. We were in cartel territory. We were defending the Mexicans. We were defending the Haitians. You understand? So America wouldn't beat on them. Because we love our people back here, man. You got that?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourning.
We hear the mourns. We hear the pain. We hear the suffering. Go ahead.
And the gates thereof languish.
It said what?
And the gates thereof languish.
Because there's no protection for blacks and Latinos, man, in our cities. Not anymore. You understand? All of that has been languished. All of that has been destroyed because of black religious leaders. Because of Christianity. Because of the serving of other gods, you understand? Because we wanted to pledge the allegiance and serve that flag. Does everybody know that flag is a god? Did you know that that flag, that red, white, and blue with the 50 stars is a god to America? That is their God. It's called Old Glory. It's called Old Faithful, Old Glory. Look it up. I'm not making this up. That Old Glory, that Old Faithful, in the lyrics, in the song itself, because they sing to the flag. You understand? They sing up songs to their God. And it says, oh, how I love to be worshiped and praised. They worship that flag. They worship, they praise that flag because that flag is their God. That's why when you join America's military, that's one of your commandments. That's one of your general orders. No one knows what those general orders are, but if you don't abide by them general orders, you're going to jail. You're going to prison for the rest of your life. If you do not salute that flag, if you don't salute all colors and the ensigns in that red, white, and blue, you're going to jail for the rest of your life. Because how dare you disrespect their God? There's no protection in America's military. And with that, I say Shalom Israel, where the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge started at 1 West 121st Street, Harlem, New York.
But the go live got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about, got soldiers ride with me. And they know I'm lethal. I got my reason. Said I was gonna get it. They ain't gonna see it, but they ain't gonna believe it. Can't stop, I can't now. Hold on, let me get the breakdown. Train to go like a K now. I'm about to let my light shine. We piped up, turn the pipe down. These niggas selling pipe dreams. Baby girl, sweet as ice cream, and I need, you better believe. Sit back, look.